What comes to our mind when we say space? The sun, planets, stars, and the moon? It also includes satellites and space stations, etc. Some of these we can see with the naked eye. A few things can only be viewed at a specific location at a specific time. Example, galaxy. Like these, one of the important thing in space is rocks. In this video, we are going to be talking about 3 different rocks. These rocks are called asteroids, comets, and meteors. These 3 types of rocks are believed to be the leftover material from when the sun and the planets were created. Some of these rocks are hundreds of miles long, while others are only a few feet in size. Let's find out what makes each of them different and what they do in our solar system. Asteroids. Asteroids are the largest of the 3 kinds of space rocks. These chunks of rock circle the sun in an area between Mars and Jupiter called the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt has an inner and an outer part. The inner part is made up of asteroids that contain metal, like gold, iron, platinum, and nickel. The outer part contains asteroids mostly made up of rocks. Ceres is thought to be the biggest asteroid in our solar system. Scientists decided to name it a dwarf planet because it is so big. A dwarf planet is basically a smaller version of the planets in our solar system. Pluto was once classified as a planet, but in recent years was downgraded to a dwarf planet. Ceres is one of 5 dwarf planets. It's the largest object in the asteroid belt. It is also the closest dwarf planet to the Sun. Some asteroids have left the asteroid belt and spun into other orbits. These are called Trojan asteroids. Many move with the planet Jupiter as it moves around the Sun. Most of these asteroids burn up in our atmosphere, causing powerful blasts high up in the sky. But occasionally, one of them falls to the Earth. These are called bolides or fireballs because they are so bright. Comets. Comets are another kind of space rock. They are also bright. A comet in the outer part of the solar system would be too small to be seen from Earth, even with a telescope. Comets have an icy middle which is made up of water and gases that are frozen. They are mixed with bits of rock and metal too, and are covered by a layer of black dust. That's why they got their nickname, Dirty Snowball or Icy Dirt Balls. When a comet gets close to the sun, the ice melts and changes into a gas. Dust particles spread out around the center or nucleus of the comet. These dust particles create a cloud called a coma at the head of the comet. The sun then causes the coma to glow. A comet's tail can be millions of miles long. Some comets can be seen without a telescope as they pass the Earth and near the sun. Comets come from either of 2 regions in the solar system. The Kuiper belt, which is just beyond the orbit of Neptune, or the Oort cloud, located beyond the outer boundary of the solar system. There are 2 types of comets, short period and long period. Short period comets take less than 200 years to travel around the sun. 2 examples of short period comets are Halley's Comet and Encke's Comet. Halley's Comet orbits the sun every 76 years. It was last seen in 1986 and will again be visible around the year 2061. Encke's Comet has the shortest orbit of any known comet. It orbits the sun every 3.3 years, again be visible around the year 2027. Both comets originated from the Kuiper belt. Long-period comets have orbits lasting more than 200 years. Some take more than 1,000 years. These originate from the Oort cloud. Last April 5th, 2024, robotic telescope ATLAS made on unusual discovery, Comet C 2024 G3, swept through space at less than 1 billion kilometers from the sun. It's perihelion, the closest point to the sun, will occur on the 13th of January 2025, when it will be only 14 million kilometers from our star. This comet coming from the distant Oort cloud will approach the Sun only once. And then, if it survives, will go further into interstellar space. The comet is making its first journey inside the solar system. This makes its behavior somewhat unpredictable, and astronomers look forward to seeing what surprises it may hold. But more cautious estimates suggest that the comet will be as bright as Sirius. Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. It's also known as the dog star. Also, last May 18th, 2024, bright green fireball lights up the skies over Portugal and Spain. European Space Agency said it appeared to be a small piece of a comet and not a meteor. The object was not detected before impact. This is likely because it approached Earth from a region of the sky that is particularly crowded with stars of the Milky Way galaxy. Meteors. These rocks are sometimes called falling or shooting stars. They look like thin streaks of light in the night sky. But they are not actually stars. Meteors begin as meteoroids. Meteoroids are small pieces of rock or metal that break off a comet or an asteroid when they crash into each other. They can also form from the debris left behind by a comet. When these small pieces of rock are pulled into Earth's atmosphere, they are called meteors. The meteor heats up and burns, which makes them red hot. If more than one of these meteors burn up, some meteoroid that does not burn up in Earth's atmosphere, it's called meteorite. Instead, it falls to the Earth's surface. Millions of meteors enter the Earth's atmosphere every day. Few of them reach the Earth's surface as a meteorite. Now we're going to explore 3 fascinating meteor impact craters right here in India. 1. Our first stop is the Lonar crater in Maharashtra. About 52,000 years ago, a meteorite, which is a piece of rock from space, crashed into the Earth at incredible speed. The impact was so powerful that it formed a massive crater, roughly 1.2 kilometers wide. 2. Next up, we're heading to Rajasthan, where we find the Ramgarh crater. 3. Our final destination is the Dala crater in Madhya Pradesh. And let's see about the small meteorites. 1. A football-sized meteorite crashed into the middle of a rice field in Bihar. 2. In Indonesia, meteorite falls through his roof. 3. Meteor-like object, weighing 2.78 kilograms, falls from sky in Rajasthan. That explosion heard till 2 kilometers. All over the world, such events continue to happen. Last year, the Geological Survey of India has launched a national meteorite repository at its Kolkata headquarters, showcasing a unique collection of meteorites. The gallery, designed for public engagement and research. The next time you look up at the night sky, you just might get to see a meteor, comet, or an asteroid. Or a planetary parade, also known as a planetary alignment, in January to March 2025, that will line up major planets in the sky. You have the opportunity to see them all. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn can be seen with the naked eye, while Neptune and Uranus require a telescope. If you get the opportunity to see one, don't miss it. They're really cool.